Welcome back, fans of all things Disney. Today's video, I wanted to share a couple of things with you. Now that I've hit 1,000 subscribers, and it was such a milestone and something I had been working for so long, I did decide to treat myself to a couple of things, and I wanted to share those with you. But before I jump into any of that, just a quick reminder, each month we do a giveaway here at the channel just to say thank you to all of our existing subscribers and to encourage new subscribers to come along on our journey with us. So if you'd like to enter into our giveaway, if you are a new subscriber, you'll get 3 entries. So hit that subscribe button. And then if you're an existing subscriber, you are already entered into the drawing. You get additional entries just by commenting on any videos that we upload over the course of the month. And what we are giving away is a box of customized mystery goodies. So whichever name we happen to pick out as our winner, we actually are pretty old school, so they're little slips of paper that we draw out of a bucket for you. So whichever name happens to be selected, that person would contact us with a list of their wants and wishes, and then we go do what we do best, and that's just to go shopping for you specifically, so whoever our winner happens to be. So if you've been thinking about subscribing and you just haven't hit subscribe yet, please go ahead and do that. We are trying to get all the way up to 2,000 subscribers, and every subscriber certainly gets us that much closer. So this video, again, it's a couple of treats that I treated myself to as a congratulations, Melissa, for hitting your 1,000 subscriber mark. The very first one is a candy apple candle holder. So the poisoned apple, I should say, not candy apple, the poisoned apple candle holder. And you can see on the back there, it says just one bite. Now I saw this a couple of weeks ago, and because I know how anything poisoned apple just sells out so fast, I immediately scooped it up. And then when I went back to look, I was in there for a totally unrelated reason, and I couldn't find these anywhere. Now I had purchased this at one of the resort gift shops, but that entire weekend that I was looking for it again, I couldn't find it. So I don't know if it's sold out, but regardless, I was able to get my poisoned apple candle holder, and I cannot wait to decorate for Halloween, as you can tell from the ears. So that same weekend that I purchased this, my daughter was with a friend just enjoying one of the parks, and she came home and she treated me to these candy corn mini ears that I hadn't even really seen that were out. I maybe had seen them in a picture or something, but I hadn't seen them in person. And she knows how much I love ears. So that was a wonderful, wonderful treat for me, for my daughter to think about me and to bring me home a little treat from her visit. Now, granted, it was with my credit card, but that's not the point, right? It was the thought that mattered, and I greatly appreciate those. So now that we're getting closer and closer to Halloween, it seemed like the perfect time to wear those in a video. Now, the other thing that I treated myself to, I know that these can be pretty divisive as far as how pin collectors look at eBay pin pack, eBay lots. I'm fine with them, to be quite honest. So one of the things I want to share with you right up front before I show you any of the ones that are in this eBay lot, I fully recognize that the strong majority, if not all of them, are considered scrappers. So those pins that are not necessarily manufactured by Disney, they are using Disney plates because those have been offloaded or sold to various companies. I recognize that these were never sold in Disney parks. They were never given to cast members to trade, that they are not truly, truly authentic pins. I completely understand that. I like to get these pin packs for a couple of reasons. Number one, I like to see some of the different pins that were out there, that are out there. I have binders and binders of pins, so I am trying to find those last couple of candy apple pins that I need to find that I cannot seem to find in the parks anywhere, and sometimes there are some in these eBay lots. I also love the Zoom Zoom pins, so maybe I'll find one in here. I have no intention of ever selling them, so it doesn't matter to me if they are a scrapper or if they are authentic. So for me, they make sense. Also, I like to carry some pins with me when I'm in the park, that if I'm standing in line and there is a little one that's just struggling dramatically with the heat or with being told to stand still or something, I can sit down and I can pull out my bag and like encourage them to focus on something else, and then I often will give one to the little one. Or for example, a couple of months ago, I had a scrapper on the one side of my lanyard, which I'll explain in a minute, and there was a cast member who saw it, and she said that she'd been looking for the Tiana shoe. It was the Tiana shoe pin, and you know, she couldn't find it anywhere, and she just, oh, she so loved it. And so I just took it off of the lanyard and I handed it over to her as like a little bit of pixie dust and a thank you for doing such a wonderful job. And you know, those are undesirable circumstances that some of those cast members happen to be in with the heat and the grumpy people and all that. So it made her smile. She actually got tears in her eyes when I handed it to her. And then as I walked away, I heard her telling one of her friends, that nice lady just, you know, and for me, that was so worth it. So the scrappers for me make sense. They just make sense for me. Now, when I say I had one on my lanyard, let me explain what I do. Everybody does their own thing. When I'm pin trading, I have my lanyard, and on one side I have scrappers, and then on the other side I have pins that I can 100% guarantee where they came from. They either came from one of those pin packs that I've purchased, or a box that I have purchased from Disney, or maybe from a seller online, but it is sealed. I know that it's authentic. Maybe it came from the outlet, but regardless, I know that is a Disney authentic pin. It came from a Disney park or from the Disney company itself. I can guarantee it on that one side. And the reason that I separate those is this. If I am trading for a pin board and I'm looking at a pin that's on that pin board and I am not sure if it's one of the authentic or if it's one of the scrappers, because the scrappers have flooded the parks. They have flooded the parks. Either right or wrong, doesn't matter. It's the reality of what it is. So if I feel like that is a scrapper, I'm going to pull one off of my scrapper side. If I'm not sure, if there is even the slightest chance that it could be an authentic pin, I'm going to pull from the other side of my lanyard. And if I am trading with another guest, regardless of if I think it's a scrapper or not, it's coming off of the guaranteed authentic side. I just think that it's the right thing to do. Now, also, if I'm trading with a cast member and they have a pin that, you know, there is no way that that's a scrapper. It's got way too much ornate detailing, or it's the type of pin that would be very difficult for them to manufacture as a scrapper, then of course that comes off of the guaranteed 100% authentic side. So I have my little process. It works for me. It may not work for everybody. If my process offends you, I will apologize to you right now, but there is really no need for you to share in the comments that it offends you. Do what you need to do, but it works for me. So my lovely eBay lot of pins, I'm going to go ahead and share with you, and I'm really hoping, I really hope that some of the candy apple pins that I need are in there, or maybe even some of the donut pins, any of the Disney racers, Zoom pins. I love all Zoom pins. Oh, I know they wouldn't have one of these, but maybe like a hot air balloon pin, because I love those. So really, truthfully, anything, because I will use them for goodness knows what. And but those are the ones that I think I'm most interested in. So let's take a look and see what I got. Okay, so let's take a quick look at some of the pins that I received in this eBay lot. I'll tell you right now, this one is really awesome. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, everybody knows that, but I just started a Star Wars club at school, and truthfully, that one I might hold out for one of the kids. And then, let's see, there's a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse logo. That's really cute. I love all of these little Duffy Bear pins, and I think I have this one, but I'm going to check on that. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so this is one of those little, like, smiley face emoji pins, but truthfully, I have to say, I don't know, she's just a little creepy looking. I'm not sure why I feel that way, but I do. Okay, and then this one here, oh, that's a cute one. That's like a little Mike Wazowski pen, very sweet. One of these flag pins from Epcot that looks like maybe that is the flag for France, if I'm not mistaken. This one is cute. I've never seen this before, this whole little set. I'm thinking that it must be some of the Fab Five, and they all have like a little puzzle piece, but that's really sweet. Then they have one of those little car decals. This one is, it has to be must be the cat with those long whiskers. Then you have all of the drama faces, the drama Mickey. Let's see here. Oh, that's very cute. That's like just a Mickey Mouse flag pin, and it's a cast member pin because of that little hidden Mickey there. All right, so a pin from Inside Out. Looks very cute. This one looks like, is that? That's got to be Mulan. Yeah, I'm going to have to hold on to that one because I love Mulan pins. And then here is a Minnie Mouse pin, so that'll probably stay in my collection because I do love Minnie Mouse pins. We've got Mickey Mouse's glove. Again, it's a cast member pin because you've got that little hidden Mickey there. And let's see here. Why can I never remember? The one with the red nose is Dale, I think. I'm probably wrong on that, but that must be Dale. And then I remember they did like a whole series of the Pascal pins from Tangled, and he was all in different colors, being a chameleon. This is one of the, let's see if I can figure that one out. Oh my goodness, that looks like Jessica Rabbit, and that looks like it might be one of the chasers. Well, I know it's a chaser, but that definitely looks like Jessica Rabbit. We have one of the neon lock pins, which I've had a few of those. Then this one here, what is this? I'm not exactly sure. If anybody knows what this one is, if you could let me know. It'll probably come to me as soon as I'm done with the video. Oh, and then we have Goofy's hat. So that's really cute. I just can't help it anymore. So we've got a Pluto Zoom Zoom. That's awesome. I think I have him, but I'm just going to double check. We've got, I think these are from Club Penguin. And then let's see here. That is really cute, that little Vinylmation. And then this looks like, that has to be Tinkerbell. Yep, Tinkerbell icon pin. And we've got Goofy's name. I love these little name pins. They're so sweet. What's this one? Oh, okay, so the hat from the Mad Hatter. Alice in Wonderland. I actually just saw that pin in a pin pack at the outlets. This one here, you know, I am not entirely sure who this character is. I'm leaning towards like an Indiana Jones because of the hat, but I don't know that that's correct. So if you do know, please let me know in the comments below. All right, I'm not sure. I think that might be one of Ariel's sisters. That'll be another one. If you know, please let me know. Oh, another Star Wars pin. So I'm gonna have to check to see if I have it. If I do, then that'll be put in a bin for some of my students at school. Oh, Minnie Mouse bow. I have this one. I actually have a couple of these. So I'm not sure what I'll end up doing with that one. This is different. I have never seen one of these carousel pins like this before. So that is really cute. I like that one. And we have an R2-D2 pin. Great pin there. I don't think I have that one, so that'll get added to the collection. This one is just so sweet, that US 66. And then what is this? This is a Minnie Mouse e-ticket admit 1. That's really cute. These I know that I just saw in a pin pack in the parks that they are currently selling as like a booster pack for pins. That's what I'm saying, is you never know what you're going to get in these. Sometimes they're really cool ones, and then other ones, you know, I mean, they're nice to look at, but maybe somebody else you know would like them, or maybe they're the kind of thing that you just tuck aside for. Now these are this one is one of those Epcot logo pins. Let's see here, also from Alice in Wonderland. What is that? Oh yes, that's a Tigger Zoom Zoom, and I know I don't have that one, so that one will be added to the book. Oh, and a Simba Zoom Zoom. Perfect. I think I have him, but we'll just double check. Oh my goodness, we're getting down to not too many here. Cool Dude Mickey in his sandals and his swimming trunks. Then let's see here. Oh, got a couple. Got my little Donald Duck there. So sweet. Just so cute. An acorn pin. Let's see here. What's this one? Oh, pineapple pen. Cute. This one. Want to say Donald Duck, but I don't know that that's correct. If anybody does know where this one is from, if you could please let me know in the comments below. That's a Stitch pin. I could tell from it being face down because of those ears. Like, that's pretty telltale. That's going to be Stitch. Right, but that's cute, so he'll be added to my collection. This one here, I am not sure, and truthfully, that's probably not one that I'm going to want to keep. Oh, I love these little silhouette pins. Mr. Rabbit. And then last pin. This is a dog bone, and that almost looks like Bolt on there. When they had this whole little series was a bunch of different Disney pets on the different dog bones. It's really kind of cute. So that was my eBay lot of about 50 pins that I treated myself to as a little congratulations for reaching my 1,000 subscriber mark. Out of all of those, there were a few that I really liked, but I have to say probably my favorite is going to be the Pluto Zoom Zoom. Right, that's just so cute, and I collect all the Zoom Zoom pins, and so that just is awesome. And then I'll put as a close like second is you've got your Simba and you have your Tigger, right? So any of those Zoom Zoom pins, I just really, really love those, and I do want to collect all of them. Anytime I go into the parks when I'm pin trading, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Zoom Zooms. I'm looking for those candy apples that I just cannot seem to get those. That Sorcerer Mickey candy apple, it is my unicorn. I cannot get my hands on that thing, no matter how many places I look or try to get it. So I will eventually get that candy apple pin. I am sure of it. But so that was a really fun pin pack. There are several of those that'll ultimately end up in my pin book. There are several of those that'll probably go to school with me because I have students in that Star Wars club, or because so I work about an hour from Disney World, and it amazes me how few of my students have actually been to Disney in their entire lives. And then those that maybe when they were little they went, but they'd love to go back again, and they just, they haven't been able to go back. So I love to bring little doses of Disney into the classroom with me and kind of let them paw through it. So maybe I'll even just start a pin board in my classroom. I do a birthday shelf in there for everybody, so when it's their birthday they get a card from me and they get a little treat. It's nothing much. It's about, a dollar treat that's up on the shelf. It's either a candy bar or a bag of goodies, or it's like those 99-cent phone cases from the outlet. I grabbed quite a few of those and I brought those into my classroom, and I just add those to the birthday shelf. So maybe some of these pins will end up in there as like little treats for the kids off and on. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with all of them, but it was a nice variety, a nice assortment of pins. And like I said at the very beginning, everybody has their own process. Everybody does their own thing with pins. So be cautious though when you do go to the parks. If you're just starting pin trading, I can guarantee you that the strong majority of pins you're going to see on pin boards are going to be scrappers. Unfortunately, they're going to be scrappers. But there are also really awesome pins that sometimes people will trade out to a pin board because they just want that one, or maybe off of a cast member's lanyard, or I've told this story before, but there was this one little honey who I was the very first person. He had just purchased his very first pin trading lanyard, and he had pins on it, and he was just so excited, and I saw the excitement. I saw him unwrapping everything, and we were walking right past them, and I said something like, "Oh, have fun pin trading," and I had my lanyard on, and I could hear his parents leaning and go, "Go ask her if she wants to trade. Go ask her if she wants to trade." And so of course I held up a little bit, and over he came and he said, "Would you like to trade pins with me?" And of course I did. And he picked one that was on my scrapper side. He picked a pin from the scrapper side of my lanyard, which of course I let him have it. I of course I was going to let him have that, but I also said, "You can definitely have this. I want you to take another one." And I had not only my side of my lanyard, but I also had my bag that I used to replenish it. So I pulled that out, and he ended up taking a pin from that as well. So he ended up getting 2 pins from me. I got 1 pin from him, and a wonderful story to share, and an outstanding memory that I don't think I will ever forget. It was just such a fun thing. So for those of you who are pin traders out there and you just love the experience of pin trading, you're not in it because you are a collector or you're trying to build this collection that you can one day sell. You just enjoy the process. You just enjoy the process of pin trading. I'm kind of right with you. For me, it's just about the fun. It's about experiencing new things, meeting new people, and just enjoying being in the moment. And of course, the artwork that goes into the pins and all of that finery. But for me, it really is. It's about the process. It's about the fun that goes into it. So I hope you enjoyed the eBay lot. Please hit subscribe if you haven't already done that. I would certainly appreciate that. And let's make sure that we get you into that contest. Remember, new subscribers get 3 entries and existing already have 1. So I also have, so the next video we're going to upload is going to be a pin bag opening, because at the outlet they had some Zoom pin bags and I did take a couple for myself. So that'll be the next video that we upload. So until our next video, bye-bye.